With all the garbage we've gotten from the Marvel Cinematic Universe over the past few years, including their latest box office flop, The Marvels, there may be one thing that stands above the rest in terms of what a literal shit show it was, and that's She-Hulk. To this day, I still think you can argue that might be the worst thing that Marvel has ever actually produced. Its ratings fell off a cliff, the audience despised it, and most people were just pointing and laughing that Marvel would actually put this thing out there. The miserable VFX and CGI, but nonetheless, all the reports indicated it was going to get a season 2. Despite the failure of the first season, despite what a joke it was, despite the audience not being interested, it sounded like Marvel was interested in doing a season 2. And even just a few days ago, we got more hints, more reports, more scoops about that Marvel was considering things like She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel season 2, Moon Knight season 2, that all of it was on the table. Well, all of a sudden now, another insider's coming out and saying, yeah, that is probably not going to happen. Rumor, She-Hulk Attorney at Law Season 2 probably not going to happen due to poor audience reception. And I would not be surprised with everything that's going on at Disney right now, all the cuts that they're making, the acknowledgments from Bob Iger that, hey, we made too much content. We put too much stuff out there specifically when it comes to Marvel. Marvel has suffered greatly from all the content they're putting out there. He said they diluted everything. Quantity really hurt the quality of what they put out, all this bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of things like this, a lot of things they had planned that a year or two ago, they would have just gone ahead, continued to greenlight it over and over and over again. I do think things have changed when it comes to the MCU. Do I believe that they're going to back off the message? I don't believe that. I believe that when I see it. But when it comes to the failures and flops, it's now impossible for them to ignore, and they're making massive changes at Marvel. A new rumor claims the Marvel Studios is likely to scrap a planned second season for She-Hulk due to poor audience reception. The latest rumor comes from a scooper who posted She-Hulk originally planned to have a season 2, but due to poor reception, it's probably not going to happen. And I think you can answer a lot of reasons why it shouldn't happen. Not only did it cost a shit ton of money, but the ratings were also abysmal. I mean, just look at this. It didn't even chart, right? It didn't even crack. The first episode, the premiere, didn't even crack the original top 10 streaming, let alone normal overall. It did not move the needle in nearly any way. And even after 9 episodes, it's still sitting there at top 5 in original programming. And when you look at the cost, She-Hulk cost $225 million. $25 million an episode for this piece of garbage. That's basically what Game of Thrones final season's budget was. Are you joking? And this is the quality of product we get. So there are a whole lot of reasons for them to cancel this thing. Audience reception, the cost. They're trying to pare back on a lot of these things, trying to reduce some of the content that they're shoveling out the door. But at the end of the day, I don't think we can trust that they'll do anything intelligent, that they would do anything smart, despite what Bob Iger says. I don't think we can trust that they would make the right move and cut this thing and axe this thing. Because at the end of the day, the words that Bob Iger says, they're just words. Until he actually puts it into action, we see something change at Marvel. Who knows what the reality will be? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Do you think that She-Hulk is actually going to get a season 2? Or do you think that even if they planned on it, it's probably going to end up getting shit canned? Let me know in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.